welcome to the Savera Morning Bulletin with me, Deepnan Purewal. The festival of Vaishakh Amavasya is being celebrated with great devotion and enthusiasm in Haridwar, drawing an enormous crowd of devotees. The Ganga Ghats, including Har Ki Pauri, are bustling with people who have gathered from all over the country to take a holy dip in the Ganga. The Thiruvananthapuram International Airport received a bomb threat via email. The bomb squads are conducting thorough checks across the terminals. District Reserve Guard recovered a number of improvised explosive devices and other Naxals-related dumps from the forest of Salebhat in Chhattisgarh. Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath inspected the Ganga Expressway, stating that the entire project will be completed by November this year. RSS-affiliated ABVP maintained its lead across all 4 central panel posts as counting continued on Sunday for the JNU Students' Union elections. Amid the ongoing war against drugs in Punjab, DGP Gaurav Yadav has instructed police officials to follow the issued deadline to conclude the Nasha Mukt Punjab campaign by May 31st this year. Former ISRO chief K. Kastoorilingam, who passed away at the age of 84, was cremated with state honours in Bengaluru. While the nation still mourns and calls for outrage echo across the country over the April 22nd terror attack, the family of Shubham Dwivedi, one of the victims of the attack, requested the government to grant him the status of a martyr. Maharashtra Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis dismissed reports claiming that 107 Pakistani citizens had gone missing and turned them baseless. The Deputy Speaker of Assam Legislative Assembly and senior BJP leader Numal Momin has expressed confidence that BJP-led NDA is set to sweep the forthcoming panchayat polls in the state. The Confederation of All India Traders has unanimously decided to completely halt any kind of trade with Pakistan days after the terror attack at Pahalgam. Several people were killed and multiple others injured after a vehicle drove into a crowd attending a street festival in Vancouver. A fire broke out early in the morning on Sunday at the Directorate of Education office located on Sarojini Naidu Marg in Uttar Pradesh, Prayagraj. According to the fire officer R.K. Chaurasia, the fire department received the information of the fire at around 8 a.m., following which 2 fire trucks were dispatched to the scene. Delhi Police Crime Branch has arrested the arms supplier of Hashim Baba gang from the nearby area of Begumpur Police Station and seized 2 semi-automatic pistols along with 4 live bullets. Russia has, for the first time since the conflict between Moscow and Kyiv began, admitted that North Korean troops took part in its war against Ukraine. The Intelligence Bureau has handed over the list of around 5,000 Pakistani nationals living in the national capital to the Delhi police to ensure these people return home. The investors in the upcoming week will closely monitor key economic data, geopolitical tensions, foreign institutional investor moves and discussions across potential trade agreements between the US and its trade partners. In an effort to diversify its trade partnerships and explore new markets, India has actively engaged with Croatia and the Netherlands. The Indian Navy warships carried out multiple successful anti-ship missile firings as per a statement by the Indian Navy. Taking to the social media platform X, the spokesperson of the Indian Navy stated that the firings were done to revalidate and showcase the operational readiness of platforms, systems and crew for long-range precision offensive strikes. BJP MP Raghunandan Rao has met with Telangana DGP Jitendra to discuss the issue of immigrants residing in the state and the Medak Lok Sabha constituency. The National Investigation Agency teams stationed at the Pahalgam terror attack site since April 23 have intensified the search for evidence. The teams are questioning eyewitnesses who observed the attack. The American Film Institute celebrated the illustrious career of Francis Ford Coppola with the 50th AFI Lifetime Achievement Award. The ceremony, held at the Dolby Theatre in Los Angeles, brought together Hollywood legends to honor Coppola's contributions to American cinema. Delhi Chief Minister Rekha Gupta said that the government is actively working to develop rural areas in the city with rupees 1,200 crores set aside for this purpose. She also said that the government has connected 110 villages to the IGL pipeline. A massive fire that broke out at a plywood factory in Maharashtra's Bhiwandi in the early hours of Saturday continued to rage for over 24 hours, gutting material worth several lakhs of rupees. The UAE has established itself as a global leader in digital infrastructure and artificial intelligence integration across government and private sectors, driven by innovation initiatives and significant investments in both infrastructure and skilled human resources. Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister Mohan Yadav announced the approval of an additional installment of 3% dearness allowance for all state government employees. The revised dearness allowance will apply from July 1st, 2024 to January 1st, 2025. Google has rolled out significant updates to its Gmail app for mobile users across Android and iOS platforms. According to The Verge, the updates aim to improve user experience with design enhancements and new access to AI features. A recent study has revealed that super-Earth exoplanets, worlds that are larger than Earth but smaller than Uranus and Neptune, are far more common in the universe than previously believed. A male Indian passenger carrying 2 kilograms of gold bars worth approximately rupees 1.91 crores was intercepted at the Indira Gandhi International Airport in Delhi. Hundreds of Canadians from diverse communities gathered in Toronto to stage a massive candlelight vigil and rally condemning the recent massacre in Pahalgam. The World Health Organization and Pakistan's Ministry of National Health Services have sounded the alarm over a sharp rise in malaria cases across the country, linking the surge directly to the impacts of climate change. Taiwan President William Lai Ching-te said that a protest organized by opposition parties is itself proof of Taiwan's democratic strengths, but urged them to direct their efforts at the real source of dictatorship, the Chinese Communist Party. Facing mounting pressure from the new US tariffs, more than a quarter of Taiwanese businesses operating in China are considering closing their operations there, while half are preparing to shift investments to supply chains outside China. As the nation continues to mourn and cries of outrage echo across the country following the terror attack, a wave of calls from world leaders poured in as heads of state and government reached out to Prime Minister Narendra Modi, expressing their condolences, condemning the act, and pleading support to India in its efforts to counter terrorism. Taiwan detects Chinese military activity near its territory yet again. US President Donald Trump has questioned his Russian counterpart Vladimir Putin's willingness to stop the war and criticized recent missile strikes in Ukraine. Road transport and judicial operations have come to a standstill in various districts of Sindh as protests against the Pakistan government's proposed Indus River Canal project continue to spread across the province. Pakistan court sentences main accused in Imran Khan attack case to life in prison. Prime Minister Narendra Modi recalls the journey of the country over the last 5 decades and says that while the month of April 50 years ago marked the launch of India's first satellite Aryabhat, the country has since then evolved into a global space power and created a record by launching 104 satellites simultaneously. After COVID introduced us to the practice of work from home, the central government is working on the initiative idea of job at your hometown. Researchers at University of California, San Diego and Wake Forest University have found that both low and moderate high-intensity exercise could be valuable tools in the fight against Alzheimer's. CDS General Anil Chauhan met Union Defence Minister Rajnath Singh on Sunday to brief him on the key decisions taken up by the military to counter Pakistan following the horrific terrorist attack. The Sharjah Consultative Council dedicated its 13th session within the second ordinary term of its 11th legislative chapter to discussing the policies of the Sharjah Economic Development Department. At least 2 people lost their lives in a fire that broke out in a slum near Sri Niketan apartment in Sector 17 of Rohini in the national capital.